Trump has been moving the markets again, but what has happened? To give his take, let's speak to the FX freak. Ken, President Trump has once again been shifting the markets. What's been the story this time?
Jack, someone seriously needs to tell Trump to calm right down. I did express my anger via my social media channels this week, actually. But yeah, what it was, essentially, as you know, there's been quite a bit of geopolitical tension, and that sparked on the chemical attacks in Syria, believed to have been conducted by the Assad regime. Now, as we know, Syria had very close relations with Russia. And the US said that they're ready to send missiles, essentially, to Syria to try and attack the Assad regime there. But where Russia have those tight relations and they have military presence in Syria, they have a base there. Russia were not happy by that. So they did say that any missiles that the US send to Syria, essentially, they will be shot down. They'll be taken down, annihilated. And Trump, as per usual, logs onto his Twitter account, keyboard warrior, and essentially saying, that he warned Russia and telling them, get ready, essentially, get ready, because the US will not be holding back, essentially. So this did spark a lot of panic in the markets, that these geopolitical tensions had flared, with two big economies that have massive arsenal of weapons, essentially, that could a war be sparked from this? So we saw a lot of flight to safe haven. The yen was strengthening. Gold was really rallying to the upside. So yeah, Trump once again. I have to say his name in the week wrap-up videos.
The ECB said within their recent minutes that they're a bit worried about the strength of the euro. Why is this the case?
Indeed, the ECB did express their concerns about a strengthening euro. Euro dollar has been remaining fairly elevated. We're around the 123 mark. Some upside potential still there on the cards potentially, because if we look at euro dollar specifically, the dollar fairly on the back foot with obviously all these Trump shenanigans with Russia, etc. But let's get back to the euro. Look, they don't like a stronger euro because essentially it's having a stronger currency is deflationary. If the euro is stronger, it means import prices are lower. It's cheaper to import, thus keeping prices lower, which means inflation is also lower. So why is it not good that inflation's low? Because at the moment they are struggling to try and pick those inflationary levels up. With delaying the tapering of their quantitative easing, they would have wanted to move at a faster pace in terms of monetary policy normalization, but they haven't been able to do so just because inflation remaining too subdued, and a stronger euro is not going to help them moving faster in wanting to taper in that quantitative easing. As I say, it is deflationary. What I would say is as well, this could affect any further upside capability or potential rather for the euro, particularly if we look at euro dollar, just because the ECB may not rush further in tightening up their monetary policy, thus equally equating to some euro weakness potentially there.
The FOMC also released their minutes from their latest meeting. What sort of takeaways can we get from this? With
the FOMC then, for me, what I took away from that was they were actually quite upbeat. I had a bit more of a hawkish feel or tone to these minutes of their latest meeting. They're more upbeat on growth. They're seeing higher GDP. They're actually seeing higher prices, inflation picking up as well, which is good. Maybe I believe they're a little bit naive there because, we've seen from latest inflation readings. We had one this week where, inflation is still very much subdued. A month on month on the CPI was actually in deflationary territory. It's contracting minus 0.1%. So for me, I still can't see that picking up anytime soon. There aren't signs of that at the moment. And what I would say is as well is, look, inflation and there are other measures of inflation that they look at, such as PCE. Inflation is going to be a key dictator in these rate hikes this year. The next one is generally priced in for June, but markets were hoping for 4. 3 looks likely, but 4 is out of reach at the moment. And as I say, and I've noted throughout this year so far, and even at the back end of last year, inflation, prices being subdued is something that's really going to hold them back. And I think this is something as well, in addition to the Trump shenanigans, this is something as well that could hold back the dollar from some further upside across the board against its peers.
Well, a big thank you to Ken as always, and thank you for watching. If you like this interview and would like to find out more, be sure to head over to dukascopy.tv.